not enough on its own. I love the drums, the bass, and all sorts of other instruments. But
when people think of David Gilmour, they often picture the quiet genius behind Pink Floyd's emotionally charged soundscapes. The man who gave us timeless solos like Comfortably Numb, who made his guitar speak without screaming. But beneath the calm, diplomatic surface lies a perfectionist, one with strong, unwavering opinions about music and its direction.
You are only coming through in waves.
Gilmour rarely engaged in open feuds. He didn't throw punches in interviews or ignite headline-grabbing beefs. Instead, his criticisms were subtle, sometimes quiet, but always sharp. He believed music was about depth, not dazzle. Emotion, not ego. So when he saw bands that, in his view, betrayed that philosophy, he didn't hold back behind the scenes. Today on Rock Fame Diaries, we're diving into 6 bands David Gilmour reportedly couldn't stand, and the reasons may surprise you.
And half the days we had in the studio, we were doing other things. We had
Band 1, the Ramones. Punk's anti-progress. Let's begin with perhaps the most unexpected, the Ramones. This wasn't just a casual dislike, it was philosophical warfare. To Gilmour, punk rock wasn't rebellion. It was regression. He saw the Ramones not just as raw and unpolished, but as musical vandals, tearing down decades of craftsmanship. They're teaching kids that not learning your instrument is more authentic, he once vented, according to former Floyd engineer Andy Jackson.
Their stripped-down 3-chord approach. Gilmour believed it celebrated mediocrity, not honesty. During Pink Floyd's Animals sessions, producer Bob Ezrin recalled Gilmour's frustration. Punk's anti-technical ethos, he said, wasn't raw. It was anti-intellectualism disguised as authenticity.
When asked years later about punk's influence, Gilmour gave a typically precise jab. Some movements push music forward. Others push it backward by deliberately limiting possibilities. That was punk, in his eyes.
Band 2. Limp Bizkit. Rage without substance. Next is a band from a completely different era, Limp Bizkit.
Nu metal's rise in the late 90s was, to Gilmour, a low point for rock. A former Emmy executive once explained, he saw them as everything wrong with where rock had gone: aggression without sophistication, energy without emotion. During solo sessions in the early 2000s, Gilmour heard break stuff playing on a radio and muttered, "When did we decide rhythm was more important than melody?" He considered nu metal's guitar work as treating the instrument like a percussion toy, not a tool of emotional depth.
When asked about sharing festival slots with bands like Limp Bizkit, Gilmour never outright refused. But insiders say he made it crystal clear. They weren't playing real music. Band 3. Kiss. Pyrotechnics over poetry. Few bands symbolized the tension between substance and spectacle more than Kiss. To Gilmour, Kiss wasn't a band, it was a circus act with guitars. Mark Brickman, Pink Floyd's former lighting designer, recalled Gilmour saying, "Effects should enhance the music, not cover up for the lack of it." He viewed Kiss as rock's theatrical sellouts, relying on fire and face paint instead of melodies and meaning. This wasn't just a clash of aesthetics. During the Wall tour planning, Gilmour reportedly argued that Pink Floyd's visuals were born from the music, while Kiss's were just distractions. The real kicker. He once remarked that when a band's biggest moment on stage doesn't involve playing music, you might be in the wrong business. Band 4. Genesis post-Gabriel era, selling out the soul of Prog. When Peter Gabriel left Genesis, something changed. And David Gilmour was not impressed with the Phil Collins era. He called it the lobotomization of progressive rock, according to a former Virgin Records executive. What truly stung for Gilmour was the way Genesis, once artistic pioneers, became a pop machine. After hearing Invisible Touch during Pink Floyd's A Momentary Lapse of Reason sessions, Gilmour reportedly exploded. He said Genesis were being praised for dumbing down their music, turning it into background music for shopping centers. His point was clear. Progressive should mean bold, not bland. Band 5. Yes. The complexity without emotion. One might expect David Gilmour to admire Yes. Both were prog rock giants, after all, but not quite.
He reportedly found Yes' work overly academic. Musical mathematics, he called it. Keyboardist Rick Wright once said Gilmour believed Yes prioritized showboating over soul.
What really bothered him? Comparisons between his own playing and that of Yes guitarist Steve Howe. Anyone can play fast, Gilmour said. The trick is knowing when not to play. Every note must matter. When critics started equating Yes' complex compositions with Pink Floyd's, Gilmour pushed back. Long doesn't equal meaningful. Band 6. Rush. Masterclass, not music. And finally, Rush. The ultimate prog trio. Brilliant. Technical. Precise. And, according to Gilmour, emotionally flat. Bob Ezrin, who produced albums for both bands, put it plainly. David thought Rush made music for musicians, not people. Gilmour respected their skill, sure, but he questioned if all that complexity could actually move an audience. After hearing a Rush track, he reportedly asked, "Can they make you feel anything other than impressed?" That was his litmus test, and Rush, to him, failed it. So what do you think? Do you agree with David Gilmour's quiet critiques, or do they feel out of tune with the spirit of rock?
Whether you side with the emotion-first ethos of Pink Floyd or the raw energy of punk and prog complexity, one thing's clear: Gilmour believed music should make you feel, not just hear. Thanks for watching Rock Fame Diaries. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the musical minds of rock legends, smash that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss a story from the shadows of rock history. Drop your thoughts below. Let's talk music. God bless.